Documentation is needed to evidence compliance with the contract terms and facilitate customs clearance, both import and export. This may seem a monotonous subject, but it becomes more manageable if split into categories determined by the question, who needs what? At the minimum, you may need no documents at all, whereas at maximum, you may need several documents, including specific certificates issued by authorised bodies such as the Chamber of Commerce. It is important to know what you need for every dispatch and to communicate it clearly within your organisation so that all the paperwork comes together at the right time. Documentation is needed to comply with the order or contract so that you get paid promptly and to meet import regulations in the destination country so that the goods are cleared from the port efficiently, avoiding any penalties or charges. You will also need to ensure that you comply with all the necessary legal requirements. Getting it right first time will save you money and prevent penalties for non-compliance. Finally, it is a legal requirement for all exporters to retain export paperwork for at least 6 years. The Chamber's International Trade Team is one of the leading providers of export documentation services to the business community. The team provides advice on worldwide export documentation requirements and trade regulations. The range of documentation available to exporters is: European certificates of origin facilitate trade between community member states and the rest of the world. These are used for several reasons: logistical reasons, actually moving the goods, packing reasons, legal reasons, to meet UK, European Union and international law requirements, political and security reasons, including anti-terrorism, ecological and health reasons, to prevent the spread of disease and infestation, financial and payment reasons, perhaps the main reasons for exporting. eCert is an electronic version of European certificates of origin. Using eCert, you can apply electronically for European certificates of origin directly via the internet, in addition to submitting documents through the Chamber's network of offices. Arab-British certificates of origin, which are essential documents for exports to a range of Middle Eastern countries and are supported by a legalisation service. eCert is an electronic version of Arab-British certificates of origin. ATR EUR1 certificate established the customs duty status of goods that qualify for preference when goods are exported to countries that have preferential trade arrangements with the European Union. So you would need one of these when exporting goods over a certain value within the EU and other preferential countries, such as Norway, Switzerland, Turkey and Morocco. If you are taking goods and samples for display at exhibitions or need to transport specialised tools and equipment to complete specific work overseas, then you will need an ATA carnet. These facilitate the temporary export of goods for up to 12 months, acting as a passport when presented at each customs post. They are recognised in 38 countries worldwide and enable goods to be temporarily imported into a country without the need to pay duties. The requirements and procedures involved when trading internationally can often be complex and time-consuming, and if done incorrectly, the repercussions can be high and costly, as I highlighted earlier. Understanding how to do things properly is important, and as such, training appropriate staff in documentation processes and other aspects of international trade is as essential as training people to operate a machine or a computer. The Chamber's network offer a range of export and import training courses to help you understand the requirements to enable your business to become efficient, effective, and most of all, profitable. In addition, we offer to take our courses out to clients where staff downtime and availability may be problematic. The courses cover a wide range of relevant international trade subjects, including export foundations, export documentation, understanding documentary letters of credit, customs procedures and documentation, VAT and international trade, appointing agents and distributors, rules of origin and international trade preference, import procedures, inward and outward processing relief, understanding commodity coding, customs visits and audits, a survival guide, intrastats explained, exhibiting overseas, internet marketing for international markets, and lastly, our flagship module, ITOPS, International Trade Operations and Procedures, which is a recognised international trade qualification covering the main elements of export administration. The Chamber can also provide in-house bespoke training to suit your specific business requirements. These two elements of documentation and training under your belt will ensure success in overseas markets.